Keeping your vote secure, that's what election administrators here in East Texas and across the country are trying to do in spite of the obstacles some people face at the polls. KETK's Annalise Coble has tonight's special report, Election Protection.
The November 2019 elections in Smith County were not exactly up to par.
Voters did not know that they could go to another voting place. We need to share information so that they know that they have options.
And that's not just from the mouths of voters.
We did not fulfill our obligations to this community to do elections in the way they need to be done. They were accurate, but we had a lot of problems we need to address.
Problems like not utilizing every available machine, meaning many went unused. Not all early voting locations were open, not enough training for workers, and internet problems. Altogether, the issues slowed the polls to a crawl. Officials took a deep dive into the problems and promised to do better, opening all early voting locations, using every available machine, having technicians on site to help, and more training for workers.
The long lines will not be an issue as far as equipment. I mean, you could still have a line if you have, a lot of people that want to come out and vote for the primary, but we will have all our resources in place. The connectivity, we want to check that. We want to make sure, are we using the right Wi-Fi?
Voters will be showing up to local polls on Tuesday for the primary, but lawmakers across the United States are still working to make sure the November presidential elections remain uncompromised.
You don't have to be in the NSA or the CIA to know that Russia is trying to meddle in our elections.
They want to give democracy a bad name.
Texas Republican Senator John Cornyn says Russia doesn't care who wins in November. They want voters to question the electoral system.
Trying to divide Americans and disrupt people, create chaos.
In response, the Department of Homeland Security has set up a cyber situational awareness room where state and local election authorities can call for help if necessary. Members of Congress are also making a lot of effort to make sure your vote counts, recently grilling the CEOs of the three biggest voting equipment manufacturers in the country.
Is there any method of voting that's 100% secure?
No. No.
No.
When California Democrat Zoe Lofgren asked them about the security of their own employees,
We learned in Special Counsel Mueller's report that Russian intelligence officers targeted employees of voting technology companies.
CEO of Dominion Voting Systems John Polis says they want to make sure that doesn't happen this November.
Older end-of-life technology is being replaced with certified solutions that produce paper records for auditing and resilience.
And they urged the manufacturers to have the machines made right here in America instead of outsourcing.
We want to protect our elections. We want to make sure your machines are unhackable.
While several election security bills are stalled in Congress, East Texas officials are determined to do everything they can at the local level. Annalise Coble, KETK News.
All right, now before you get in line to vote tomorrow, a couple of things you need to know. First of all, you need to have a valid form of ID like a Texas driver's license, handgun license, or passport. Now, you could also use a birth certificate, bank statement, or current utility bill, but you'll need to sign a declaration form for those. Also, you cannot use your phone in the voting booth. And this, after you vote, make KETK News your choice for election night coverage. Our team tracking results as soon as the polls close at 7 p.m. from your local candidates all the way from statewide and national candidates, plus expert analysis to explain what it all means. Join Casey and me at 9 o'clock on Fox 51, 10 on KETK. We'll also live stream our website. And together, we are your local election headquarters.